Man, this art style is so retro, I nearly looked for a telephone book to call my friend's house landline. Luck and Loot is a new dice-based tactical roguelike, which sees us venture through levels, customize dice to our liking and reroll them in the hopes to get that one ability that stuns our enemies before they— oh man! Luck and Loot released on the 1st of August this year, and after a couple of hours of praying to the RNG gods, I've failed enough to tell you what the game is all about and show you its strengths and weaknesses. For a quick sum up of the gameplay routine, we pick one of 3 classes, each with their own abilities and unique features. Then we launch into dungeons and levels, pick a route from 2 possible paths and hopefully clear out enough biomes to take down the Dark Keep and encounter the true end boss. With 4 dice in our arsenal and a certain amount of rerolls, we use them to attack or hold the enemy's actions, stack up armor points to negate damage or replenish our already depleted health points. Each finished fight rewards us with a choice of new skills to slot onto a die, relics that passively empower our character, or gold which we utilize in the various events or the merchant's shop to buy more skills or relics. Those relics can further be obtained by unlocking treasure chests in a short minigame, which is a nice little addition and intermission between the many battles we encounter. Getting pummeled to death or clear out the last dungeon sees our run end, awarding us with experience points for the played hero and unlock new abilities or even general upgrades like a larger health pool, which is incredibly valuable during the many fights. Depending on our choice of hero, the skills attached to each die change, but not in a big way. In essence, we have attack, defense or healing skills, while only the attacking skills really vary between the classes. The warrior has more direct hitting skills, leaving bleeding stacks, while the hunter utilizes poison abilities and the mage goes for burn stacks. Each of these effects essentially does the same thing, losing a stack each turn and damaging the opponent, bypassing their armor. Where the bigger difference between the game style lies is the ultimate ability of each hero, but let's address the combat system first. Each turn starts with us rolling all 4 dice, hitting the possible skills we set up in the dice builder. Since every die has a limited capacity, we have to strategize which ability we want on any given die, since some abilities take up more capacity while others are cheaper and therefore less powerful. Hitting skills we don't want for the current round leaves us with the option to reroll all 4 or just the ones that have hit an empty slot on the die, ramping up the RNG effects of the game. To take down enemies we have the attack abilities, while the defensive armor stacks help us keep the damage numbers from rolling in. The mentioned special abilities of each hero further provide us with means to take care of business. The warrior for one has a large attack, hitting the whole battlefield and leaving vulnerability stacks, increasing the incoming damage. The ranger avoids any given hit for a certain amount of rounds, while the mage randomly hits targets with lightning bolts or something along those lines. Those special abilities recharge for every cleared room and are being upgraded by taking down obelisks. While those special abilities are helpful in a pinch, upgrading the dice as well as the skills is what drives our combat capabilities. Each skill can be upgraded, enhancing their effects and sometimes even reduce their capacity costs. While those upgrades are generally making us more powerful, leveling up a die is a true game changer. Sacrificing die skills allows us to gain experience points, and after a certain amount, we are given a random option of 3 upgrades. One increases the capacity level of a die, while another beefs up every attack with a higher damage number. My favorite, however, is the increased chance of rolling a certain side of the die, giving me the wanted outcome of a roll more often than— again the wrong one! As mentioned, the amount of skills increases with leveling up specific heroes, providing us with a higher replayability and drive to unlock every skill. The increased variety of skills is one key factor to make it all the way to the true end boss, which only shows up through the modifier system. Meeting the mysterious end boss once unlocks modifiers for the character, each with their own cost. Some reduce our reroll chances, while others flat out increase the enemy's health points. Using enough modifiers sees us fill a vial, providing us with a tougher and unforgiving challenge, while it opens up the path to the true end boss, which I haven't encountered yet because of this goddamn RNG. 7 bleeding stacks, are you joking? With a slightly frustrating RNG heavy feature and only a few visual bugs I've encountered, the overall gameplay routine, combat complexity and the very limited choices we have to make result in an unforgiving, addictive and downright outrageous experience, which I actually really liked. I'd love to see more enemy balance, since some fights saw me win easily because the enemy missed their attacks or only rolled defensive abilities, while other times they just crushed me. Regardless of that, I would say that Luck and Loot is a great title for anyone who relishes dice-based games and wishes for a soul-crushing experience. What are your thoughts on the game? Let me know in the comments and press those sweet buttons down below instead of your partner's trigger points.